Hi, I'm Mark and I'm passionate about English. So for today's lesson, I'm actually going to go into my local pet shop, which is behind me, and I'm going to have a little look at some of the animals and then ask one of the girls working there to see if she can explain some of the idioms, some of the expressions with animals in them. Now, she's quite young, and sometimes young people don't know the meaning of these idioms so well, which might make you think, well, why do I need to learn them? But even if you don't use them, you will hear them so much on TV and in movies and on the radio and in magazines and in the newspaper. So you really do need to know what they mean if you want to understand English fully. Okay, so I'm just going to pause now and then go into the shop. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the pet shop. It's quite a small pet shop, and well, it's mostly food, but they do have some animals and birds. So here we go, and you can see some cages here. There's a few, I don't know if we can see them very easily, some guinea pigs in there, not so easy, but I hope the owner of the shop, Hayley, is round the corner. It is. How long have you had this shop, Hayley?
I've had it since 2003, so it's 10 years now.
Wow. Okay, and are you going to show us one of your rabbits?
I'd love to show you one of our bunnies. We've got 4 beautiful mini lops here.
Mini lops.
Yeah, these are the smallest of the lop breed. And so they're a lot smaller than other mini lops.
Wow. And how much would he is it a he or a she?
This one, yeah, this one's a girl actually, because the boy's in there. He's the bigger one.
And how much? Sorry, I wasn't concentrating. Boy or girl?
This one's a little girl.
And how much does she cost?
She costs £35.
35. And is that the average for most rabbits?
It's because they're purebred. We've had to pay a little bit more because they do come from show stock.
Okay.
So the breeder who actually bred them actually shows them.
Okay.
So they come from very, very posh.
And do you give them names in the pet shop?
No, because otherwise you get too attached.
Yeah.
If you start naming the animals, it gets worse. You just love them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously this is a nice pet shop where they like the animals a lot.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and even a kiss. And can we see one guinea pig?
Yeah, you can see the guinea pigs. They're probably going to run because they're quite nervous creatures.
So, so this is a guinea pig, and again, is that do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
Girls.
Girls.
One of the girls out, yeah.
And how much would she cost?
It's £22, or we do £40 for a pair.
22 for one or 40 for a pair?
A little bit of discount.
And sort of how long would you have the guinea pigs in the shop before they sell usually?
Usually 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. And the same with the rabbits?
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Okay.
Quite quickly because we get quite a nice selection in.
Okay. And I don't know if he'll come back. Is that, or she? Is that your dog?
That's Amira, yes. She's our pet shop mascot. She's behind you. And she's got
Hello.
all over her.
No, he doesn't want to be filmed.
Wait a minute. There you go, she is.
And what's her name?
Her name's Amira. She's a rough collie.
A rough
Like
collie.
Lassie.
Ah, yes.
No, Lassie.
Okay.
She's quite a small rough collie, but she's a rough.
Okay. All right, that's fantastic. Thank you very much, Hayley. Okay. Okay, and next we have a chinchilla. Oh, he's camera shy. Yes, camera shy means you don't like being filmed. And where are chinchillas from?
They originate from South America and places like Chile. They live in the mountains.
In the mountains. What and do they go in holes or where?
They kind of do burrow like under trees and well, yeah.
Okay, and are they common pets in Britain?
I wouldn't say common. There's a lot to them. They're more for an older child. And they do live a very long time.
And
they can get a lot of calcium deficiency. You have to be careful with their teeth. Make sure they've got like, loads of fibre, like calcium to chew on.
okay, and I think they sleep quite a lot, don't they?
They sleep during the day because they're nocturnal.
They're nocturnal. Okay,
Which
so
means they wake up at night.
okay, yeah. So animals that sleep in the day and are active at night are nocturnal.
And generally, these are prey animals. So
Oh.
it's safer to come out during the evening.
Oh, I see. Yes. So hawks and eagles,
Yeah.
wolves or foxes.
To be honest, I don't think they'd be able to catch them.
Oh,
Very
quite quick. Okay.
But probably.
Snakes, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Say goodbye to that one. Okay. So here I am with Ruby, and can I ask you first, Ruby, how old you are?
20.
You're 20.
Yes,
And how long have you been working here?
I did my work experience here back in April a few years ago, and I've been here for about a year a year part-time.
A year part-time. And how do you like it?
Amazing, best job I've ever had.
What's the most popular pet you sell?
Probably the rabbits and the hamsters.
Rabbits and hamsters.
Yeah.
And do you have any pets yourself?
I've got 2 goats, 10 chickens, a dog and a cat.
Wow.
Oh, and
Okay.
a giant African millipede.
Okay. So let me ask you a few animal expressions, see if you can explain them. Firstly, a party animal. Are you a party animal?
Yeah, I think so. A party animal is someone who likes to go out a lot, likes to party a lot, and basically a little bit crazy, but quite outgoing.
Okay, so you're a party animal.
Yeah, I think so.
How about he wouldn't hurt a fly?
He wouldn't hurt a fly is basically expression saying that they're quite a gentle person. They wouldn't even harm a fly. So it's quite like a gentle kind of quite laid back kind of person.
Okay, yep, sounds good to me. Are you nervous now?
Not really.
Have you got butterflies in your stomach?
Butterflies in your stomach. That's like you kind of a little bit anxiety. You feel a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of quite sort of like nervousness, but a little bit more like hyped up. Like.
Okay. What about?
Okay.
Have you taken your driving test?
Have I? Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Did you have butterflies in your stomach then?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Can I ask you if you've got a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Do you fight like cat and dog?
Yes, we do.
So that means
We argue sometimes, quite a lot. We get on sometimes, but sometimes we don't.
okay. So if you fight like cat and dog, it means you fight quite a lot.
Yeah,
Because cats
yeah.
and dogs don't get on
Don't really like each other.
so well.
Do we just
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we just had to have a little pause because Ruby had to serve some customers. Okay, let's get back to some idioms. Now, this shop is quite small and there's lots of stuff in here. So you could say there's not enough room to swing a cat.
Yeah, that basically means that there is quite literally not enough room to swing a cat.
Okay.
As it's a bit cramped.
Yeah, so it means, or maybe you go and stay in a hotel and the room's very, very small and you say, oh dear, there's not even enough room to swing a cat. Okay. How about, do you eat a lot?
I try not to.
What if you said, I made a real pig of myself last night?
That's basically. Yeah. Ate a lot of pizza the other day. It was quite awful. People tend to think that pigs do eat a lot. They're quite notorious for it. So if you make a pig of yourself, then you have acted like a pig and eaten a lot of food.
Okay, sounds good. A fly on the wall.
I don't really know that one. Like a fly on the wall. What, you're just sitting there doing nothing?
Okay, so here's a good example. It's because she's only 20, so she won't know all the idioms, but as I said, you'll hear them on TV. That's okay. So, for example, you said you fight like cat and dog with your boyfriend sometimes. So I could say, I'd like to be a fly on the wall. So it means I'd like to be in the same room, like a fly on the wall, but you don't know I'm there, so I can hear you arguing. Because it would be interesting for me to hear you. Yeah. What about if I said, I don't like Bournemouth anymore, it's gone to the dogs?
Gone to the dogs is like if something's just kind of gone quite downhill, like the expression if you just feed the leftovers to a dog, it's kind of you've given the rubbish away and it's all just gone downhill and not doing as well as what it was.
Yeah, or could be lots of shops have closed,
Yeah.
lots of unemployment,
Yeah.
maybe crime, etc. But Bournemouth hasn't gone to the dogs.
No, definitely not.
It's a really nice place. Okay, how about let the cat out of the bag?
That's like you're causing a little bit of chaos. If you've got a cat in a bag, it's going to be quite an angry cat. You let that cat out of the bag, it's going to cause a lot of havoc.
Okay, but what's the meaning of it? How do we use that? Do you know?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, as in you kind of let something go that you perhaps shouldn't.
Yeah.
You kind of let it out. and it probably would have been best to keep it in the bag.
Okay, so maybe, I don't know, your boyfriend lost a lot of money betting on horses, for example, and you sort of mentioned it to his mother or father, and you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So you let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
What about it opened a can of worms?
It opened a can of worms. That basically means you opened up a situation that has then got a little bit messy. Maybe people have been hurt or got quite annoyed with you. You probably shouldn't have opened the can of worms.
Yeah, it's when you say or do something that causes a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
It would have been better if you hadn't said it or done it.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely fantastic. The next thing I do, which you don't know, is tell a couple of jokes. And these are related to animals. So see if you can get these. So, why should you watch out when it rains cats and dogs? Oh, first, what does it mean it's raining cats and dogs?
It means it's raining quite a lot. It's raining really heavy.
Okay, so why should you watch out, or why should you be careful when it rains cats and dogs?
I don't know.
Because you might step in a poodle.
Yeah, that's all right.
What's the joke?
A poodle's a type of dog,
Yeah.
so you might step in a poodle, and also a poodle meaning being similar to the word puddle, which is what you get when it rains.
Okay, yeah, a puddle is when it rains, you might get it on the road or on the pavement, some water that's collected. So it's poodle, puddle, it sounds similar. Okay, and one more joke. Okay, Harry to Tom, do you want to pat my new dog? Tom says, he looks a bit vicious. Are you sure he won't bite? Harry says, I don't know. That's why I want you to pat him. Not so funny.
Not quite the same reaction.
Okay, so vicious is like a very angry, maybe dangerous dog. And yeah, because it's a new dog, he's asking his friend to pat him. Pat him is, can you pat my head? Yeah, so that's what you do with a dog. So he doesn't know if the dog is dangerous or not, so he asks his friend to pat him. I think it's quite funny. Okay, and then the next thing I do, just before the end of the lesson, is I ask a question connected with the Beatles. Okay, I don't think... Do you like the Beatles?
They're all right. Bit overrated, if you ask me. I know it's a bit controversial.
I think it's very controversial, but it's because you're 20, I guess. So when I was growing up, the Beatles were extremely important and influential. Okay, so the Beatles question is, on the White Album, which was one of the last albums, Paul sang a song called Martha, My Dear. Who or what is Martha? Okay, and then you'll be surprised at this. This is the last thing I do. I hum a Beatles song, and they have to try and get it. And the reason I chose this song is because there's a lot of animal noises at the beginning and the end. So here we go. Okay, that's rather difficult to do, that one, but it's on Sgt. Pepper. If you listen to a few of the songs, you will hear the animal noises, and you can name the song. Okay, that's it for today's mini lesson. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned some good animal expressions, and thank you very much to Ruby.
Thank you.